So far you have seen, right, we have created user and we have aligned them some policies. So the first user we created is, we have created two kind of users. The first, deb1, where we gave the programmatical access keys only, and the second we created, we enabled access so that only the system admin can access those. However, you can add both kind of policies for them also. To the same user you can give programmatical access as well as the other kind of access also, if you need some time, right? Let's say you go security credential here, not the tags and groups. Okay, that's fine now. So let's talk about group also, right? We have talked about users. I am going to create these. Let's have the user delete the deb1 and keep the deb2 itself now. Let's keep this also, no problem. So let's go ahead and create one group, right? Everybody knows about group, right? What are the groups? The groups are basically the user or individual user, but the group is you can have multiple user in the same group, right? And all the user will inherit from that specific permission that we have to that specific group, राइट जो भी परमिशन उस ग्रुप के पास होंगी, जो भी आप यूजर उस ग्रुप में ऐड करोगे, तो जो भी परमिशन उस ग्रुप की होगी, इट विल इनहेरिट टू ऑल द यूजर inside that group. So let's have one group and let's call it a dev and create it. The next thing is access, right? What kind of access you are looking for? Let's say I am going to search I'll have to get back, right? Search for a policy or filter for policy. Let's say I am going to filter out the some EC2 policies here, right? What kind of things you are looking here, right? Let's say I will attach some policy to it and I will call it, let's say, EC2 read-only access, and I'll not give full access at this moment. EC2 instance connect, something like that. I'll show you a couple of things further also, right? Let's say I'm going to add these things only here, right? And go ahead and create this group, right? So now whatever the policies we have attached to this group, if we add any group to it, will be allocated to it, right? So let's leave it now and go ahead to the policies and talk about policies now, right? So far you have seen we have some existing policies. What policy says? Policy says कि जो भी आपकी एक पॉलिसी बनी है, राइट, अगर आप उसे किसी यूजर को एलोकेट कर दे तो ही एंड शी कैन डू एनीथिंग whatever we have specified in the policies, right? Sometime the existing policies doesn't fulfill your requirement and you have to create new policies, right? The policies, it's basically, policies means creating the rules, right? Creating the set of rules so that would be followed. Let's say I'll go ahead and create one policy here which is called my custom policies. Again, when you are creating policies, guys, you have two options. You can go ahead and use the programmatical access here using the JSON, or you can use the visual editor and do the things, right? When you go to the visual editor first, see here we have a services, right? When we talk about services, you have to choose which service you are going to create the policy for. Let's say I will come here and select the EC2, right? Remember one thing now, it says manual action. When we talk, all EC2 action can be performed. If you choose this, everything is accessible. See how many things are inside the EC2. Remember this, right? Everything will be applicable. But My task is to segregate it, right? Also remember, you have, if you do not give the list permission, right, they will not be able to see anything in the console. Let's say I asked you, you have not given the, you have given the write access, though you have given so many access. If you have not given list access here, so if you go inside the EC2, you will not be able to see anything here. So that's what the list access is essential. You can click here in this button. You'll have to decide in list what policies you are going to give. Let's say you said describe instance, we should be, whosoever will be added this policy, he or she should be able to describe that instance, they should be able to see that instance, right? Also, let's say you can see, if you also want them to create the instance, you'll have to choose the policies very carefully, guys. It might take some, so much time in some time, right? You'll have to list down what access you have to give, how you are going to manage it. Let's say describe instance, you says describe instance type also, you said, right? Let's say you also need to give the, describe subnet, you want them to see the subnets also, give this access to there also, right? And you say you can see the describe volume 2, right? What else you think we should allocate here? Here are so many list policies, right? I would call it describe host 2, and let me ask him to see the VPCs also, because let's say I'm going to create it for some, junior system admins. I will call them to describe the VPCs also, right? Because if they will create the instance, they should be able to describe it. I would call it like no snapshot. Let me ask to describe the security group too. Describe images. Okay, describe host reservation, I don't need it. Let me tell them to describe the reason also. Let's not give it. Okay, let's give subjects to net gateway and describe local gateways. We will see later on if we need something, right? So far we have selected 9 policies, right? 9 access label for the rules we are going to create. Okay, so once we have given the 9 selected, right, go ahead in the read section. In read section, what they should be able to read, right? You have to take care of this also. What you need here, do you think describe schedule instances, volume modification, launch templates, and reservation purchase? I don't think get copied pool, output console screenshot. I think we're good here. Let's say I'm going to give the tag section also, so they would be able to read the tags, something like that. I see very less policies here, right, in the read section, and anything which would be useful, so leave it for now. Let's say we'll see if some issues comes, we will come back here. Next we go to the tagging here, create tags, let's say delete tags, let's give them access so that they could do this also. Let's go to write section now, which is very essential, right? We have given so many things there, we'll have to take care of now the write policies also, what they can do, right? Do you want them to have like let's search here. If you see something also, just tell me where you find the things. Let's say you want them to attach the volumes, delete routes, delete subnets, you give them access, and modify volumes, delete security group, and monitor instance, delete volume, delete VPC, and you give them reboot instance, right? Let's go, VPC is essential, right? Describe image, deregister image, and delete VPC endpoints, delete VPC peering. No, let's not give more, right? Endpoints, leave it. Let me see if some VPCs are enabled here. Okay, create default VPC. Okay, accept connection, leave it now. We associate CIDR block. VPC attach, VPC delete, deregister image. Okay, VPC classic link, delete classic VPC. That's fine. Okay, let's see some for EC2 also. In the right section itself. Okay, so anything here, modify host, capacity, EBS we have already given, and I'll see one by one here again. Accept reservation, accept host, routes, internet gateway. You will need the attached internet gateway access also, like if you want them to have create VPC also. Copy means VPN routes, default VPC, create, keep here, create image, leave it, create route, let's give, create route table, create security group, let's give them create subnet option 2, gateway, create volume. Okay, create VPC. I was looking for this option here. Okay, create VPC endpoint. I don't want. I'll see from here now. Import key, I don't need it. Enable snapshot, I don't need it. Deassociate, route table, address. Okay, deattach volume, I'll not attach them. Okay, delete transition, delete route that we have, and import volumes, modify host, modify format, modify instance, port instance. Let's not give the modify instance option now. Monitor instance, reboot instance, let's not give the reboot access also. Register image, I'm not seeing the terminate option here. Let's say we give the run instance step to them, and we give the start instance also. We do not give stop, terminate and anything to them now. That's fine, right? Now if you go to the resource section now, I will go a bit up. Anyways, that's right. So we have this section now. Again we have permission management section here. Do you want to give permission to these? Create network interface permission, delete network interface permission, modify snapshot attribute, reset snapshot attribute. If you want, we don't want at this moment, so drop it. So these are the resources. Specify image resource ARN. So all the resources you can see here, right, which are belongs to each other, you can see are visible here. The next, you can give the request conditions here also. So when you click here request condition, right, you can add some more condition like MFA, multi-factor authentication you can enable for this group, or you can also enable the source IP. Let's say if you have created this policy, this question would be asked in the interview also, and this might be somehow usable for you also, right? अगर आप चाहते हो कि आपने जो ये पॉलिसी बनाई है, राइट, वो किसी एक स्पेसिफिक आईपी से एक्सेस हो पाए, राइट, या किसी एक स्पेसिफिक आईपी रेंज से एक्सेस हो जाए, तो यू कैन गिव दैट आईपी रेंज हियर आल्सो. सो वट एवर इंस्टेंस यू अटैच टू इट, ठीक है, वट एवर द पॉलिसीज एंड यू हैव एलोकेटेड इट, अगर उस आईपी से एक्सेस हुई तो ही आप यू विल बी एबल टू वर्क ऑन, अदरवाइज यू विल नॉट, right? That's what I'm not adding any MFA, multi-factor authentication and source IP at this moment, but yep, you can go ahead and edit it. So this is the question sometimes somebody asks you, if you need कि आपको कैसे कभी ऐसी सिचुएशन आती है कि आप चाहते हो कि जो आप पॉलिसी बना रहे हो वो सिर्फ इन आईपी से ही एक्सेस हो. हाउ यू विल डू इट? दिस इज हाउ द रिक्वेस्ट कंडीशन कैन हेल्प यू. आप सोर्स आईपी में जाओ रिक्वेस्ट कंडीशन के और कर दो. आप कुछ एडिशनल परमिशन भी ऐड कर सकते हो. अगर आपको कोई और सर्विस चूज करनी है, एनीथिंग यू नीड टू डू, यू कैन डू इट. राइट, सो आई डोंट नीड इट नाउ. Click on review policy. So now you can see this is your policy. You have 7 warnings too. I'm ignoring the warning at this moment. Okay, it's okay. I think my bad. We didn't choose the resource, right? It says where it should be hanged on. This is saying the policy contains an error. You require to choose a resource, right? But not giving me option to choose resource. Why? Okay. Already chosen this one. So let's click on review once. I have already choose EC2 service. This is what it was asking me to choose the resource. Let's see here what is it saying. This is going to kill me. Policies and data that is attached to the resource identity permission. You can use the AWS management console. There's an manage policies. These are standard policies that are administrator identity identifier can see that it has to an identity in an IAM is also known as identity based management. Okay. Let's choose a resource. Service permission. Okay, this was the resource section, man. Again I'll have to like do so much hard work. Describe instance, describe subnet, describe instance status, describe volumes, describe VPC attribute, describe VPCs, route tables, describe snapshot, describe images, describe host, key pairs, describe instance type, local gateway, net gateway. I'm not taking it. describe security groups. Okay, describe transition docker. I don't need endpoints. I don't need. Let's take this too. Okay, that's fine. Description we have taken enough. And read. This time let's take the describe VPN connection. I think we don't need this now. Get console output we can take. That's I'm one taking. And tagging I do. Let's choose everything in the tagging. In right section again we'll have to do much hard work. I'm taking create import no volume. See, create VPN connection. Allocate host. I'm taking going one by one line. Let's say associate route table. I would say if needed. Attach volume. I would say. Copy image I will not take. Create default subnet, create default VPC. Create net gateway, create route table, create security group, snapshot, create subnet, create volume, create VPC, create, that's fine. Import key, import images, import instance, VPC, VPS, not deassociate anything, deattach, I'm not taking this, delete VPN gateway, VPN connection, delete volumes, no, delete subnet, no, I'm not giving any delete access, let's say. Okay, that's fine. Or anything here we find. No, modify instance placement, no. Subnet attribute, modify volume, modify VPC. Let's say I'll give you monitor access. Right, I would say reboot instance. Right, and release host, route, request port instance. Rest option we are not giving. We are giving run instance options also to him. And let's give the start instance too. Let's not give the terminate and other things. Okay. Right. So next click on resource here. Right. It says to which resources, specific resources you would like to attach it, or all the resources. Right, if you select the specific here, right, you can select here capacity reservation, VPC endpoint, dedicated host. So whatever the policies we have set here, to which it would like you would like to use it, these policies. So we have so many. Let's say I will call it all resources, or let's say do we have any EC2 here? Capacity VPN, internet gateway, local template, network placement, group route table, traffic monitor, volumes. Okay, let's say now in resource selected to all the resources. Right, request condition I have already explained it, right? And let's go ahead and review the policy once. Right, if the policy would not be correct and there would be some issue, so will not be able to see it. So now you can say, here is the EC2 where you are putting these policies, but you will be able to do tagging, limited, read, write, and all the resources. Right, so the policies you have given here. right, and you can give it here the custom policies. Whatever the name you wants to give, let's say I'm going to give the same name here too. Create policy. You can also modify the policy letter if needed. Right, the policy has been created, so click here and see what policy has been done and what everything has been allocated to it. So you can see a couple of things that we have added here to this, right? Attach and a couple of things, right? You can go ahead and see the policy uses, still not uses, policy revision. You can see here, you can see the advisor sections also here, right? Now the time for us to go to groups. Alright, and let's say go to group, go to permission section and attach policies. Click here and attach policies. So let's say go back and remove the previous policies I think that we have there. Okay, it has already 2 policies attached, I think, which is for EC2 Instance Connect and Amazon EC2 read only. So detach policy, detach this policy too, and attach this policy now. So now if you see here policy type, click here and go to like custom and managed. You'll be able to see your policies that has been created by you, and go ahead and attach this now. Right, you can see the policy has been successfully attached here. Right, you can click on show policies, and what all things you have in this policy you can see here. Right, now go ahead and go to user, right, and let's go to dep2. Let's remove the attach policy at this moment and attach group to it now. With the policies you have been allocated, so add user, oh my bad, assign to group. We have one group only, go ahead and add to group. Right, so now if you go to users only, now dep2, it has been allocated with group, and whatever the policy this group inherits, the permission has to this group now, to this EC2, I mean the policy here. Right, you can see the policies and you can use it accordingly, and if you want to modify it you can do this too. Right, now I need to access this now. Again I need to use this user to access my console. Right, you can go here to the security credential again, just copy this URL from here, and I'm not sure if I'm opening the right page. Right, okay, so I'm going to take again one incognito window here. I'm gonna paste it here. So my user was dep2, and the password was let's go ahead and sign in now. So now we are in again North Virginia region with the dep2, and let's see, last time we was able to access the S3 bucket, right, and see if this is accessible to us now first before we validate anything else. So you see now access denied to S3 bucket and all the other resources. Now let's say I go to my anything like I try to open the RDS, just an example. It's a bit slow, I think. Boom, right? And if you try to create anything right here, you'll not have access to, right? You can see error here. You're not authorized to do anything. So let's go ahead now to the EC2 section and see if you are able to see and do something as per the rules we have specified. That's what I said. Whenever you are playing with the IAM rules for your organization, you have to list out all the things that you need. Right now you can see I'm able to see the key pairs. If I go to my EC2 instance, if I would have any instances, I would have able to see them here. Right, it says you do not have a running any instance, but last time you see we was getting some errors. Let's try to launch one instance. I don't remember if I have given access to launch the instance. Right, so let's go ahead and select the existing things. So we have to choose couple of things, right? We have to choose the images and we have to choose the storage and VPC also. You'll have to take care of these things also, remember, right? We have given access to the VPC, right? So we are able to see them, but you see we did not give the access to the capacitor reservation and some IAM roles. That's what we are not able to see the IAM roles here, right? We don't have permission. That's fine. We'll go with the default things at this moment. Right, we are going with the default partition type. We have access to add the tags, right? And we also have access to create the or use existing security group now, because we have given their access. So let's choose the existing one. Go ahead and launch this instance, right? So now you see what you have to think guys, कि मैंने एक इंस्टेंस क्रिएट किया और इंस्टेंस क्रिएट करने में क्या क्या चीज़ें हुई, क्या क्या चीज़ें यूज़ हुई, राइट? यू नाउ सी इंस्टेंस क्रिएट करने के लिए मुझे VPC भी यूज़ करना पड़ा. नाउ यू कैन सी माई इंस्टेंस हैज़ बीन क्रिएशन इज़ इन प्रोग्रेस, राइट? ये क्यों हो पाया? बिकॉज मैंने वो सारी परमिशन दी जो कि मेरे इंस्टेंस को क्रिएट होने के लिए ज़रूरी थी, या मेरे को EC2 के सेक्शन देखने के लिए ज़रूरी थी, राइट? इफ़ आई वुडेंट हैव गिवन द राइट परमिशन, दैट इट वॉज नॉट पॉसिबल. Still it is not running. It's initializing, right? So what we did, you remember it, we also gave permission to the VPC S3 and everything so that you could do it. So now if I go to VPC section, I'll able to see the couple of things in the VPC, and some of the things I will not be, which I have not given the permissions. Right now you can see I am able to see VPC, subnet, routes, but not internet gateway because I have not given the permission, right? We cannot see net gateway because we have not given the permission, right? I needed VPC and subnet access, which was mandatory, so that I could create my instance on them, right? So most of the things here which you can see retry, we do not have access. So also जब भी आप कोई भी चीज़ कर रहे हो, you have to think कि जो भी मैं चीज़ कर रहा हूँ फर्दर किन किन चीज़ों पर डिपेंडेंट होगी, उस चीज़ को करने के लिए मुझे क्या क्या चीज़ें चाहिए. सो you'll have to list out those things. Okay, now you can see one running instance. So now see if we have what access we have. We can't, we stop it, we can reboot it, we have not given the terminate action, I think. Let's see if we can do this. See, we are not able to terminate it because we are not authorized to do it. In policy we have not defined that this user would be able to delete the instance, but this user would be able to stop the things as we have given. I think stop we didn't given to, we given the reboot, I think, right? So you can see now the user is able to reboot the instance but not to do anything what we have specified in the policy, right? Anytime in between you think that you need to modify and update the policies, so you can again navigate to the policy section here, right, and modify that policy as per your requirement. You can click here and find the custom and managed policies, right? Go ahead and see the rules here, edit policy, and start working on those. So you can, this way you would be able to like make it, you know, more usable. So just drag it here, see the things, what is needed, what is not needed, right? Go to action stuff and change it and save it, review the policies and save it, right? So this is how, you know, the policies works. This is how you have to play more around the policies. This is, you know, the IAM role are the critical, you know, for all the clouds. If you are, you know, familiar with the AWS, then it will be easy for you to go in all the clouds and, you know, play with those IAM security groups and other roles. So I'm quickly removing this instance here from my admin account, and you'll be able to see I would be able to do it. See, it's working now. If I go to S3 bucket and see if my bucket is there, and I can delete that. Yo, bucket is here, so I would like to make it. Let's delete it. So see, I am able to do this too. The deletion is in progress. Any questions so far, guys?